right, rural area in Monze, and managed to work his way through, worked extremely hard, acquired the education that really didn't come easy, I want to imagine, and now he is at the center of attention, drawing minds, faces of every citizen in the country. All the sectors are on right now, paying their attention to the swearing-in ceremony of this great son of the soil, and different high-profile individuals from the African continent have also turned up in a so to speak, to come and witness his inauguration, and the defense choir is on hand really to keep us entertained in that regard. They've been very instrumental, ensuring that they offer the music during various national events, and right now at the Heroes Stadium they are keeping us entertained and glued to the screen. So again, we will emphasize the fact that various heads of state are making their way to the Heroes Stadium. It tells you how the entire continent has its eyes focused and fixed on Zambia. You admire the great virtue of democracy that the country has exhibited. The elections and the ruling party losing. Now we've got a new man about to be sworn in as president, and the incumbent willing to surrender power. Of course, this surely just makes sense that huge, high profit individuals. Earlier on, we were interested to the of the Angolan vice president making his grand entrance and entry to the Heroes Stadium, where of course he's going to meet other heads of the high-profile individuals from the Heroes Stadium. So you do all stay with us here on ZNC TV, but also what's interesting, we were talking in the background with Mr. Jimu, how one of the heads of state has come here with they're sharing the same aircraft with a member of the opposition. All right, and that was coexistence, isn't it? And that surely goes a long way in trying to tell Africa the need to embrace the visuals, because look, you will always somebody who's going to think otherwise when it comes to how you look at things. You will have somebody who thinks your opinion is not the best, theirs is the best, but really showing maturity is really being able to receive those opinions. There in your picture, President Gengob of Namibia, the president of Namibia, making his way and his entry into the Heroes Stadium. So everything is falling in place as this inauguration ceremony is concerned. We shall be bringing you again the president-elect leaving his residence, community house as his residence has come to be called to the past, as he makes his way to Heroes Stadium to be in as the 7th Republican president, with a very huge crowd waiting for him at the stadium to cheer him on as he takes oath and as promises to ensure that he governs this country with the interest of Zambians at the core of his leadership, going forward. So and really the Zambians have turned out large numbers at Heroes Stadium, like they did when they were voting to employ a new president, if you like, and the president-elect. So yes, everyone is talking about the main expectations that come into the fore, and right now social media is awash with reactions to what is happening at Heroes Stadium, from the performances that have rocked the stadium. Shombe Blue Jeans making headlines as far as I'm concerned, but also numbers that have turned up at Heroes Stadium. We'll show you earlier on huge queues of individuals wanting to make their way to the Heroes Stadium, and always still under one theme: expectations of different stakeholders when it comes to the rule of the incoming president of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, the president-elect, and of course the vice president-elect, Madam Mutale Nabango.
The Prime Minister of Destiny. Pick it up.
The Eswatini Prime Minister making his way to Heroes Stadium, joining lots of high-profile individuals from the African continent that have gathered at the stadium to witness the inauguration of Zambia's 7th Republican president. Again, Mr. Legime, it would be nice just to pick your mind on the need for Zambia to not disappoint the continent. We've set the bar too high for ourselves, and we must ensure that we live up to what we have, portrayed to the continent.
We are at a point where this is going to be a litmus test for us. It's a litmus test in the sense that, the whole continent. First of all, when you analyze the issues, you discover that in Zambia, we successfully, for the past almost 30 years, been able to actually have power handed over from one president to another without any resistance, but without creating animosity around ourselves. And that in itself is core. It shows maturity of the country, but it also shows that we are profiling ourselves strategically as a country so that we can be emulated by other countries that may want to go in a different direction. Look, if Zambia can do it, and successfully so, and still continue to coexist, then why can't we do? So we are still an example, the rest of the other countries. But also, it means that, quoting from Bible, the Holy Word, that to whom much is given, from Luke chapter 12, verse 48, to whom much is given, much is required, much is expected. So look, when we set the bar very high like this, it means that we also then need to ensure that our responsibility is much higher and show to everyone that
I'm sorry, the arrival of the vice president-elect, beg your pardon, Madam Mutale Nabango there, really just to interact with the crowd, and she has been received by a huge cheer, cheering from the various individuals who have gathered at Heroes Stadium. And obviously she does come into this seat with also lots of expectations on her shoulders to represent the women folk extremely well, and to show that she gives admonition to the president elect. So getting very interesting at Hero Stadium. Let's just interested to what's happening.
A round of applause, the Vice President-elect. A round of applause.